Hello and welcome to another tutorial video of the Stealth Action AI Kit. In this video we're going to talk about patrols and we're going to activate the navigation mesh for a second and we're going to talk about the patrol state. Now, before we go into it, these are the three different patrols assigned to the AI. This is number one. It has the 7 patrol points actor assigned. Same goes for this one, and same goes for this one. Now, if I press play and simulate, the AI will stand still. This is because after you place the AI on the level, you need to go on the patrol tab and take use patrol and pick one of the patrols that you want the AI to run. For example, I want the AI to run this patrol. This patrol, we go to point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4, then goes on the other side, and so on. Let's see. So you can see the AI navigates and plays an animation on a point that we set up. These numbers will show up only in the editor. If you play in game, this is not going to happen. There it played the jump animation, then it goes down over here, plays prone, and picks another point. So to break this down, basically what we're doing is we got the patrol points, and if we go on each patrol point, we can see exactly how it's configured and where it is. For example, on the first point, the eye will not use facing, will not wait any random time, will not use any animation, it's just a default, pure default. On the second point though, we want the eye to use facing, so that means that the eye will face the arrow direction. This target point in the front is to indicate where the eye will face. And the wait time, minimum and maximum, it means that the eye will pick a random time between these two values. So it could be 1.1, 1.2, 1.5. It's up to you. If you want the eye to stay here for 2 straight seconds, you just put 2 on both the minimum and maximum. So on this point we're playing an animation and we want the eye to wait after the animation is done. So the eye when it gets to this point will crouch. When the crouch animation is done, it will wait the time and proceed forward. On the point number 2, we got the same wait time, but we're not using the wait random animation time, so after it's done playing the animation, the eye will not use this time, but it will use facing when playing the animation. And then on this other point where it stands prone, the eye will not use any wait time and just uses an animation. So after it's done playing the animation, it resumes the navigation. To let the AI go on top of this, and now I'm going to activate the navigation mesh. For example, we got this box. It's just a chamfer cube that you can find in your starter kit. You place it on the level and you scale it. And when you get the green on top, that means that the eye can walk on it. And to get the green on top, you need to have your navigation bounds volume high enough, and you need to have enough space on top. But this is not enough. Even if you put your vault actors, your climbing actors, I'm sorry, that is, as soon as you write climb, you will find that the BP AI climb, and this is the perfect altitude and position for the climbing actor. And if you have problems with AI jumping when it goes down, all you have to do is just to move the other collision box. You have all the settings here that you can use, And for example, it's the jumping trigger extension. So you just place it in a way that the capsule of the AI will still be able to hit it and jump and then proceed to climb. To let the AI know that it can go up, you need to put navigation link proxies. And we got a few here. And the setup on this is pretty easy, honestly. The only thing that you have to change when you move the points, and possibly you want the navigation link to have a straight line in the middle, to be more precise, the only thing that you have to change on this navigation links is on point links, on simple link, you need to check this snap height. This means that if you have multiple levels on a level, if you got upper floors and everything, this helps with another thing we're gonna talking about in another video. It's for the search feature. So now we know that we can place the climbing actors and the navigation links to let the AI climb on higher surfaces. Another thing to remind is that when you select one of these climbing actors, you need to make some correction on the arrival correction. You can make your corrections here. For example, from this side, the the y-axis is the green one. So, for example, if I put this to 0, the AI might not be able to jump up and it falls down. In fact, if we put this to 50, just to help the AI a tiny bit, the AI will be able to climb. Same goes for the other direction. In this case, on this one will be minus 50. And here we are in the x-axis, so we need a 50 in this direction, and this one is minus 50. Depending how you set up this climbing actors, you might need to tweak all your axes. Depends if you wanna turn this thing or put it upper. Depends on the way you want the AI to climb. But the AI can select multiple patrols. For example, now we're gonna pick this one. And if we play, we see that AI is going this way. This is because it's the optimal way to go for the AI, but if I put it closer, even if it's not part of its patrol, the AI is gonna climb up to reach that point because it's the shortest. The AI will proceed, and the AI will vault. So the difference between these actors and this one, it's only one. As you can see, the navigation mesh is going through. This is because I've set it this way, and the way to do that is to go on your collision parameters and uncheck can ever affect navigation. If I put this on, the AI will just turn around the object. And if you want this actors to affect the navigation, but you still want the AI to be able to vault, you will need to put other navigation link proxies on these things. But I don't want to do it. I prefer it this way. So I can even make the trigger larger. I can extend the boxes to let the AI know that they can vault for the entire surface. But honestly, it would be better for you to have proper scaled meshes to match the actor. It's better. Especially if you want the AI to be able to vault during hostile state. So we're gonna talk about the last patrol, and then I'm gonna show an example how to set it up from 0. So we want to pick this other patrol point that is set up in another way. The AI will stop on one point and play in one animation. Then it will move to another point. After it's done, it will wait a random time. Then it will move to another point. And then it goes back. This is because the patrol is set on a loop. For example, I want to delete this point. I want to delete all these points. Now the patrol path is clear. I want to move the AI over here. And I'm going to move my player start position over here because I want to watch the AI after I jump in game. And now we're going to set it up manually. So what you need to set up a patrol is a patrol path and patrol points. That's all you need. So we're going to raise this up just to watch it. And then I'm going to set up the patrol of the AI. I want the AI to go first on this point, then stop here facing this direction. Then I want the AI to go here and look on this direction. Then I want the AI to go here, look in this direction and prone. And then I'll put this one just as a filler. And now I'm going to explain why. So now we're going to put our patrol, we're going to assign our patrol points. We want the first point to be this one, our second point to be this one, our third point to be this one, and our fourth point to be this one. This will be just a filler, and I'm going to explain why in a few seconds. So if we want to see our patrol, we're going to put show patrol and we're going to put loop. If we put loop, the AI is going to run this patrol over and over and over again. If we don't put loop on, after the AI is done patrolling this path, it will stop and goes into idle. So if you put loop, the AI will always play this patrol. So I want this patrol to use facing on this point and just play one animation that is going to be crouch idle rifle sight. Then on the second point, I just want the AI to use facing and wait 2 seconds on this point, no animation. And then I want the AI to just use facing and use the prone idle animation. And then our patrol is set up. We can assign it to the AI. And we're good to go. Now I'm going to jump directly in game. So we can see the AI patrolling. It's doing exactly what we told him to do. So the filler point for the navigation for the AI is required to let know the AI what's the first point and what's the actual last point of the patrol. If we don't do that, if we remove this point, the AI is not going to play the animation or use wait times on the actual last point of the patrol. So we got another option for a patrol, and for example, I'm going to remove the animation here just to make things faster. And I'm gonna put patrol search walk. That means the AI will walk slowly both when searching and when patrolling. So this was the last option for the patrol. Also, another thing that I didn't mention that I'm going to mention that you see right now. If I interrupt the AI patrolling by making a sound, after the AI cools down, it will resume the patrol. The AI will only stand still when it's assigned as a natural idle state. If the AI has a patrol, it will always go back into patrol after it cools down. And this pretty much covers our patrol state. See you around.